What's going on, YouTube? I'm back here with you this evening, and I had said yesterday in the video that that would be my last refractor lot for a while because I did not have any more coming in that I knew of. Well, I was wrong. This is another refractor lot, at least I believe. I'm not positive yet, but it was on my porch when I came home. And I also got two eBay standard envelopes. We'll go over what's in those. To save some time, I've already cut open the envelopes and I pulled the two cards, but I have not went through this, so that's why I'm not sure what it is yet. These two actually, I'm glad they showed up today because I got push notifications on my phone yesterday that they were scanned as delivered yesterday and they weren't in my mailbox. So anyway, this first one is a 2023 Bowman Mojo Refractor of Bo Naylor. Not a big deal. This is just for the Cleveland PC. Naylor, to me, is a bust of a prospect. He can't hit his weight. He struggles to hit 220 at the, even when he's hot. He does have a little power like his brother Josh. Josh, better hitter all around, though. And just like his brother Josh, he cannot hit left-handed pitching. To me, the Guardians will keep him around as long as he is affordable and cheap. Once he hits arbitration age and can start demanding more money, watch the Guardians get rid of him unless he starts hitting better. And the reason for that is because we have penny pinching cheap owners that, even though our owner died in this past year, his kids inherited the team, his family inherited the team. They're just as tight, just as cheap as he is. It's funny, we have one of the lowest payrolls in all of baseball, and we have some of the highest ticket prices in all of baseball. Funny how that works, ain't it? This other one here from the Cleveland Tribe, yeah, and I'm wearing a Cleveland Tribe shirt. Carmen Castilla passed away, I believe. Don't hold me to this. I want to say 2012. He used to be a really good signer for the fans and through the mail. But that was a long time ago, and he has been passed away a long time. Now, his autograph, because of that, is getting harder and harder to find because autograph collectors have scooped up everything, the set builders, autograph set builders, scooped them all up years ago. So when you do see one of his autographs come available, they're pretty pricey for a common player. A lot of dealers want anywhere from 50 to $100 for a card, even not authenticated. At least they ask that. That doesn't mean they bring that. But I have seen his autograph cards of him from other sets sell routinely between the $15 and $25 range. This I found an auction with only a minute and something left. It was going off one night, and I didn't take time to look at the seller, and I did not take time to do much more than stare at the photo. It had one photo, and what I could see of the photo on my phone when I tried to pull it up was about like what you can see here. And compared to other Carmen Castillo autographs that I have seen, and I've got one other one from a 1985 Topps card autograph signed, looked pretty much spot on. So I wasn't worried about it. At the time, it had a $3 and something bid, and that struck me as funny. But auctions always usually get bid on at the last few seconds anyway. So I went in and I said, because I need it for the 88 Tops project I've been working on for a couple years. I said, I'll, put in a $5 bid, see what it does, because I'm expecting it to actually jump up, and it did. But what got me, it said that the current bid at that point was $5, but it didn't say I was in the lead. So somebody else had actually put in a max bid of $5, and it jumped from like three something up to the five. So at that point, I put in a $6 bid, and it put me in the lead at 550. I won it. Nobody else outbid me. Kind of surprising because, like I said, I've seen autograph cards of his from other sets that I wasn't working on go for much more than that in auction and not authenticated. Well, when I got it out of the envelope a little bit ago, because I'm all excited getting this for the set, right? Pull it out. I'm going to move this in close to you. And while it looks still decent, it's starting. If you look at the corner right here, you'll see what I'm noticing already. But as I move it in, you notice the sketchiness of this right here. See those last little few loops in his name? The print, the ink mark, it's not a straight line. You see how dark and bright that pen is, that is not because this pen was about out of ink. That looks very much like an auto pen. Auto pen autographs were very common. A lot of players that got a lot of fan mail, and now he wasn't a superstar, but even a lot of common players that didn't like having to sign autographs because there was so many people collected TTMs back in the 80s, 90s. A lot of players did auto pen. A lot of guys did. It was more common with the superstars, but even some of these guys. And the saddest part is there's a lot of dealers on eBay that are selling cards that are auto pen autographed. And there's a couple of them in particular that do that. They're commonly talked about in a couple of autograph and TTM autograph Facebook groups that I'm in. I know a lot. I'm in a couple of groups, and I know a lot of guys that collect autographs like me. They do TTM like I have, and they all post. They'll post screenshots. They'll notify people when they think a seller is maybe shady on eBay. There is two in particular, both of which are known as preferred sellers by eBay, meaning they have tremendous amounts of feedback. Now, on the surface, they look legit, 99 point whatever percent. But if you look at their negatives, it is horrible, both of these guys. And they, sell a lot of shady or questionable autographs. And that's happens to be, like I said, I've seen it. I got all excited because I need this for the 88 Talks project and I bid on it. But I do believe that I've got a sketchy autograph. That to me is auto pen. And the difference, the way you can tell with an auto pen signature, normally when somebody signs their name, especially older guys that wrote in cursive and signed their whole name, the pen holds steady. They're using the same amount of force with that pen to write their name. So it's consistent all the way across. But an auto pen, as it makes the loops and the letters, it can make it look spot on. But as the auto pen moves, it can drag. What happens is they get wore out, they get older, they get wore out, people that have them. And some of these dealers not just cards, autograph photos, and not just athletes, celebrities as well, auto penned signatures. And the seller can just blow it off and say, well, I thought it was legit because, they sent it back to me in the mail. I thought it was a legit auto. I didn't know it was auto pen. But it's not the celebrities, it's them because they sell thousands. You go through their feedback, thousands of the same celebrity autograph photos. There's no way that they just happen to know all these celebrities and they just happen to get that celebrity to sign a million autographs for them, it's auto pen. Okay, they they just print off the pictures, copies over and over the photos, and auto sign the name with a machine. And I think that's what's happened here. This guy, I'm not going to mention his name because I don't need the. I don't need. I'm not going to mention the guy's name, but I've talked about this one guy. There's two in particular, but the one I got this from, oh, I can't believe that I ended up. I was mad when I realized it was from him, but I was still so excited to get this. I wanted it to be legit so bad. But this is auto pen. I'm almost positive it is, and I would love to have it authenticated, but I do believe it's auto pen. I'm going to actually take several photos of this and post it in a couple of Facebook groups I'm in, but I'm pretty sure that's auto pen. And if it is, that means this is trash and I'll just throw it away because it's fake. Very good fake, but that auto pen, dragging like that causes, see those last letters, how it's almost like the pen just did not, as it goes around, it did not do a straight line. It's just like there's spots where, and you could say, oh, well, the pen was run out of ink. No, that's auto pen. That's auto pen jumping. And that's fake. And that's what you have to worry about on eBay. Now, this guy, I'm sure if I complain, say I think it's fake, he would in a second say, well, you can return it and I'll give you a refund. But if I return it and give him a refund, he's just going to sell it to somebody else. I know that. and it was only $5. I'm still going to do that. I'm probably going to tell him, hey, this is fake. I'm going to say something to him, but this is fake, and I'm going to verify that my intuition is right. But I could not see that in the photo, even when I zoomed in. When I zoomed in the photo that was on eBay, I'm still seeing it like this, and it's looking good. These big loops and bold blue looks gorgeous in blue Sharpie. It's funny how every single autograph this guy has, though, happens to be in gorgeous blue Sharpie. You know, signed in the perfect spots. That's what you have to watch out for. You have to do your homework. And see, that's me not taking my own advice. And I jump on an auction because I've been trying to build this set for 2 years. And I'm not that far away from completing it. And I see a card going off in a minute and something that I don't have. And see, that's my own fault. I have so much going on. Me and Roseanne have been so busy. We had flood damage. We've had a lot of things going on the last couple of weeks. And so, I didn't put in the time ahead of time. Looking for autograph cards that I need for the set and putting them on my watch list and doing my due diligence before it come down to an auction going off. But I should have knew. I've seen too many autographs of him for other sets get bid up. More than one person looking for the same autograph card to complete a set, and I see them get bid up. They usually sell anywhere from $15-$25 range, and from what I've seen in the past, and dealers that have them as buy it now prices are asking anywhere from a lot of times $50 to $100 up front. Now they'll take less than that because they know that they're asking quite a bit for even a deceased common player, but that's common. Now this last one here is the lot. We'll see what's in it. I'm disappointed in that, but it's my own fault for not doing my due diligence. And I had actually the same guy I've had problems with a couple years ago. And I really actually at that time, when I had problems with him, I said something about it on a YouTube video, but I said some things about it in Facebook groups. And apparently the guy found out from somebody. He might have been, for all we know, he might have been in the Facebook group, but he was mad at me and mad at a few other ones. And he said he told me that he knew who I was based on the cards that I put pictures of in the Facebook group, and that he was going to block me from ever being able to bid anything again. So I'm actually surprised I was even able to bid on his auction because I thought he had blocked me from bidding, but apparently he didn't. Okay, this says Diamondbacks, Blue Jays, Astros. Instabate. I don't know what that means. So I don't know what all this is. This should be, based on what I'm seeing here, a refractor lot. I'm not sure what's in it, but I can tell. Yep, refractors. And yep, because they say refractor right there at the top corner, so that makes a dead giveaway there. And Topps doesn't always do that, but anyway, we'll go through these real quick here and see who all we got here. This is Max Schumann. It's a rookie card. Tyler Holton. That's X-Fractor, I believe. Wait a minute here. No, I'm sorry. It's a Prism refractor. You can tell because along the border here, and you look at that, and you move it underneath the light, it's got like a snakeskin look. And that's a Prism refractor. So is this one. Yuki Matsui. With a Padres there, Prism refractor. Actually, now that I'm looking at this one, so is the Max Schumann. It's a Prism refractor. So, pretty cool. They're just a little bit harder to find than a standard refractor. Not much. But still, just a little bit different design. A little bit more prettier than a standard, refractor. And that's Landon Root, who also was that. Here's Nate Lowe. All these are Prisms so far. We got some X-Fractors coming up. I can see Graham Pauley, Brian Hudson. These are some rookies in here with the veteran. This must be from Update. Yep, I see that. Yep. One way you can tell if you're ever questioning, if it's got a U at the start of the card number, it's from an Update set. And if it's not, this is from 2024. This would be 2024. Topps Chrome Update. JP France X-Fractor. Now that, wait a minute, I said that I was looking at this. Yeah, this is 2024, and that's update. This right here is actually, it says update, but that looks like to me that's either an X-Fractor. That's an X-Fractor right there, yeah. See, it's got the boxes. Here's some X-Fractors. I can't say the guy's name. Yusi Kikuchi. Joey Loperfido, X-Fractor again. Now back to, this is standard refractor right here. Mason Black, rookie with the Giants. Mitch Spence with the A's. Justin Slayton, Red Sox. This right here lot is actually for set building purposes. Jordan Leisure, White Sox. Guy's got a heck of a fastball. Brian Hudson, Brewers. That Leisure kid, I'd seen him last year against the Guardians. That's why I say he's got a heck of a fastball. Brian Rocchio, another guy who plays a great defensive player, can't hit his weight. JP France again. This is a standard refractor instead of the X-Fractor. So we got a rainbow almost going on. Same thing here with Yushi Kikuchi, however you say his name. Here's another JP France regular refractor. Justin Foscue. Another Joey Loperfido. Another Yushi. This is like all Astro crap, man. Jonathan Ornelas, Rangers. Lenny Sosa, White Sox. Andrew Salfrank. Victor Caratini. I always liked him. Decent catcher. Nothing great, nothing special, but he got the job done for years for a lot of teams as a backup. Here's a nice Kyle Harrison rookie refractor. Now with the Red Sox after the big Rafael Devers trade recently. Devin Williams when he was still with Milwaukee. Another Victor Caratini. A lot of Astros in this. Yeah, right here, back to back, 3 of Gray Kessingers. Gray Kessinger. 3 of them. There's that one. And then there's 2 stuck together here. And the last one there is Jordan Adams. And that it was a refractor lot. And as I look through this, I do remember this. Because of the fact that I had so many X-Fractors and prisms, I went ahead and bid on it. I got this lot here. Let's see. It was $7 and something shipped, which is very, very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 33 total refractors, and it was $7 and something shipped. I do remember that. So very good price on that many refractors. And like I said, that's like a set builder lot, even though there's so many dupes. It's a good start for, and I'm not really, though, in trying to buy lots, when I buy so many lots like this, that it's easy to accumulate over time enough to start trying to put together the entire set of regular refractor set, complete set of refractors. But I'm more interested maybe in doing sets like this of X-Fractors, so on, or prisms, because they're more harder to pull. But anyway, that was my mail today. Sadly, the big one that I was all excited about, I'm pretty sure is fake. I'm pretty sure it's an auto pen. I'm going to get some opinions from some guys that's been in the hobby even longer than I have as far as autographs, but I do think that's a fake. But you live and you learn. Like I said, if you get into autograph collecting, or even if you've already been in, you know. Sometimes when you're collecting, you see something you need for a set, you jump on it because it's about to go off in auction. If you ain't, honestly, the best thing to do is, if you ain't got time to do your homework because the auction's going to end too soon, let somebody else take the risk. I jumped on this because of the fact it's so hard to find, and I believe I got a fake. But it was only $5.50, and I've spent that much. I threw that much money away in my life on lottery tickets. So, anyway, thank you all for watching. Be back again soon with more videos.